Welcome everyone to what can be best described as the Water Temple episode. I'm your host DeoGenZ, and you're watching the Pokemon Prism walkthrough. Now, we are the Karp. We think as the Karp. We are one with the Karp. We are Magikarp. And in order to get access to the south of Laurel Forest, with that guy blocking the way, if you recall, a couple episodes ago, he said we didn't realize the way of the ancient fish, and yeah, we really didn't, because I honestly thought the ancient fish would be something like Relicanth. So the purpose of this maze is to test our ability as Magikarp, and see if we are worthy, I suppose, of entering the south part of Laurel Forest, which we need to do if we're going to continue this LP/walkthrough. Oh well, we've got plenty of time to go throughout this maze. One thing you'll know, though, is happily, for your viewing pleasure, my playing pain, really, this took damn near half an hour, if not an hour, all the way. I mean, this maze is kind of ridiculous. It's a little overwhelming. I do like the mazes that you walk on foot in throughout Pokemon Prism. I've complimented them before, but this water maze, which is just an essential warp panel type game, where you have to step on the platform and it will whisk you away, I'm not too big on those, and it took me so long that I had to speed up a lot of the footage. And most of the commentary would have been bleak if I just talked to you for an hour, although I have the capability time-wise now on YouTube to talk for that long. It would be horrible to see this for an hour-long maze of the Water Temple. What is it with water? You know, what makes it so impending doom for gamers? I mean, really, it's not even just RPGs. It's not even just dungeon explorers like Zelda or anything like that. It's also games like platformers, like 3D platformers like Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine, other things like that. Mario, yeah, he's a plumber, but you would have thought by now he would have got some water wings or something, other than just the frog suit, which he can't use in the third dimensional world, at least not in my knowledge. I've not yet played Super Mario 3D Land. It'd be funny if he had some kind of assist in the water there. But he keeps all those special suits for 2D platformers, and always in the third dimension, water hassles him. Can't get a good swim to get past the Koopa or that annoying whale shark that you have to run past. Not really run past, swim past fast in order to get the star. He's always got trouble with that. And don't even get me started on the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time. That place looks awesome in the 3DS version, sure, but it does not substitute the headache of just solving that. In fact, instead of substituting a headache, I suppose it induces more headaches, because the 3D effect sometimes, after extended periods of hassle in the Water Temple, it just burdens the eyes. And here's where you see my fishy really fly. I do not want to be a Magikarp anymore. I just want to get through this maze. And, you know, speaking of my 3DS and things that are a bummer besides this maze, my 3DS actually got the black screen of death. For anybody who doesn't know what that is, who isn't a 3DS owner, or maybe hasn't luckily had this error occur to them, first generation adopters of the 3DS are experiencing this black screen of death that just says you need to restart the system, turn off the power button by holding it, and some random error has occurred. I did this and it just kept coming back up. It wouldn't even let me enter into a game. So, having to send that into Nintendo, but thankfully they are not charging me because it's all within the warranty time. But I do miss my 3DS. I can't wait. I just got a new game, Dead or Alive Dimensions, I believe it's called. And I'm hoping that that's a sufficient fighter before Smash Bros. Comes out. Because let's be honest, I mean, this was really the reason I got the 3DS. One of the big reasons I got the 3DS, at least for my idea, was that eventually I'm going to be having the capability to play Smash Brothers on it. And it's going to be Smash Brothers with Wi-Fi, and it's going to be in 3D! And that makes me super delighted. That's what I'm looking for. And Smash Brothers at all times, I would have just settled for a Smash Brothers on the DSi for Pete's sakes, but Smash Bros in 3D, in 3 dimensions for real, Wi-Fi, portable, that is just too astounding. It's excellent. And here I think I'm starting to get along in the maze a little bit more. Again, it's really good that I sped this up because it would be like watching nails grind on a chalkboard with the sound turned up to 11 if you had to watch this at regular speed, because most people playing Prism are going to get lost. What I'm trying to do here is create somewhat of a video guide, as far as I can, of course, because it's still in beta, but create somewhat of a video guide, and that's why I slowed it down here, so you guys can see my movements. But for the parts where it's just rambling in the same spot, no big deal. No small loss. So, interesting, in the new town that I'm in, for those of you who don't know, I actually moved recently into a new beach town, and one of the markets I go to has a card vending machine, which is pretty awesome, although I don't think I'll be getting cards from there, only because there is... what the hell happened? Why did everything just turn light colors? It's very peculiar. Is there day and night cycles in this water maze? Am I in some alternate dimension? Jeez, I feel like Mario Sunshine when Mario was trapped in the bottle and he had to get through that. That was very weird, that transition. But anyway, I've also got a card shop near me, so hopefully when this holiday season passes, I'll have some more money to go do some TCG videos. Trading card game videos, because I like doing unboxings, and even though I don't play it anymore, what I could do with the cards is later give them away in competitions and things like that. Once I've got more of my LPs established, and of course when I get the internet working again. Updates on that. Verizon saying that 4G will probably be in my area around January, but not certain, so we'll have to play it by ear as far as that goes, but when it does occur, we'll be able to do a lot more competitions. And then when Brawl on 3DS comes out, we'll definitely be doing versus in that. When I used to do live casts, me and my viewers would do Brawls, and that was pretty awesome. Too bad it was a short-lived experience, not having Wi-Fi everywhere. Man, could you guys imagine how excellent the world would be? I think that would be definitely a step towards world peace, is if everybody could have free internet, and good internet too. Access to all information at all times. Everywhere. I don't know if people would be able to handle it, but I think it would be a positive step in the right direction. And now at this point I'm just thinking, which way am I going to go? It looks like every path leads to the same damn water pattern. This is like going through Team Rocket's lair back in the old days of red and yellow and blue. Going through Team Rocket's lair in Celadon City. And I guess even Saffron City, right? Because the Silphco building, I believe that also had some warp panels in it, but not to this degree. I mean, damn, the secret base that was in the slot machines, when slot machines were still allowed to be put in video games, before we got all political correct on all of our American games, and even Heart Gold and Soul Silver exemplifies this. The Japanese version, which I do have, and the English version, which I also have, comparatively, I can walk into the casino of Goldenrod in the Japanese one, and I'll be able to play slots. In the Americanized version, or the English international version, I think it is overall, all that gambling was removed. It's really humorous, but, you know, the base in Celadon City was what I was getting at. Didn't even have this many warp panels and sliding tiles to go along. This is just taking it to ridiculous levels. Ah, jeez. Yep, if Hollow Luigi got a look at this, he would certainly shiver in fear of a more vicious water temple. This just completely topples Ocarina's temple by far. I do hope there's a way programmed out of here. I hope that I'm not being suckered into going on an infinite loop. Like there actually is no way out of this Magikarp zone and this is the end of the beta. How shitty would that be? Oh man, I don't mind if the beta has to end early, but just tell me it's ending. Don't be so cruel and make me go through Magikarp zone of doom. Now we know why Magikarp evolves into such an enraged being. It spends all its life going throughout this water maze, throughout rapids, trying to figure out which way the hell to go, just to get upstream, or even to wherever the fuck it's going, wherever there's food, I suppose. And all its life, it's got to deal with this stupid fucking maze. I would evolve into a Super Saiyan Gyarados myself. I definitely would do that. Because this is ridiculous. There must be a way out of the water. A whirlpool that takes me home. There must be a way out of the water. Pretty soon I'm going to slaughter you. No, I can't do that. I don't even know. You know, this really would suck if this is the end. This is the end. A watery death, friend. This is the end. Oh, maybe we're getting somewhere. Alright, I think we're on the right path. We have to definitely not fuck it up, because one wrong move, guys. Yes! One wrong move could lead into a bad whirlpool, and yes! We did it! There, see, that wasn't so easy, was it? No, it wasn't. I respect and honor the ancient fish Magikarp now. I understand its strife. I know why it evolves into an enraged Gyarados. And now we can have access into South Laurel Forest.